Hey everybody, here we are with lesson 13 homework. This is on page 53, I believe that's what it says here, but I don't have the book. I'm printing them out, so that page might be wrong. So again, just like in class, they gave us more space, but I'm still not sure I have enough space to do all of it. So if you think you aren't going to have enough room for your number bond here, you can always just do it on whiteboard or a separate piece of paper. All right. We are using square tiles. If you have the ones from before, that's great. Otherwise, I think your homework package, your paper has a page of tiles that you can cut out. So the first one we have to do is make a rectangle with 5 rows of 2. Always focus on which one they're saying. Are they saying columns or are they saying rows? So here we've got 5 rows of 2. That's what we're going to make first. So I'm going to need 5 rows, and in each row I need 2. So there's 1 row, my second row, my third row. We need 5 rows. So there's 4 and there's 5. Now, normally when we're making these arrays, we do try to leave out the spaces, but I've found it's much easier to move them if there's space between them. So this time I know we're going to separate by row, so I left spaces there. Now, we are going to separate out 2 rows of 2. So here's 1 row, there's 2 rows of 2. So these are my 2 arrays. Now what they want me to do is make a number bond and repeated addition to represent each part of that, whether that's the wholes or the parts. Like I said, if you're not going to be able to fit it on your paper, you can try to do it on your whiteboard or a separate piece of paper. They left us more room on the homework, so I think I might be able to fit it in here. What we started with, that's our whole. And it might be easier to turn it sideways. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to write my whole over on the side. And I'm going to say that I started with 5 rows of 2. Now we separated that array into 2 parts. This part has 2 rows. So I'm going to put 2 rows of 2 in that part. And the second part down here has how many rows? It gets moved around easily. How many rows of 2? 3. Good. So I'm going to write 3 rows of 2. Now we're almost done. The last thing we need to do is write the repeated addition for 5 rows of 2. So for each of these rows, we have 2 in each row. You can't see that. All right, so my repeated addition for the whole is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. 5 of them. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And I can count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's my whole. Then I decomposed that into 2 groups. I didn't leave myself a lot of room up here. But my first part, the repeated addition, is going to be 2 plus 2. which equals 4. So down here, I have 3 rows of 2. What's my repeated addition need to be? 2 plus 2 plus 2. And that equals 6. When I put 4 and 6 back together, I get 10. This is the whole. These are the parts. And if you put your number bond on sideways like this, I think it's going to fit a little bit better. Let's look at this next one. This time we're going to construct a rectangle with 4 columns. Now they're talking about columns of 3. So try to erase these without messing them up too much because I have some columns of 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, whoopsie, 2, 3. I need 4 columns. Right now I have 2 columns. Columns go up and down. 1, 2, 3. I need 4 of them. Oh, so I need more of my tiles. So this number is more than 10. 10 is what we had last time. Now we have 4 columns and we have 3 in each column. When I go to make my number bond, the whole is going to be all of those columns. I'm going to write that over here. I have columns is much bigger than rows. I have 4 columns of 3. That's my whole. And I'm going to write that as 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. And I know that 3 and 3 is 6. 6 and 3 more is 9. 9 and 3 more is 10, 11, 12. So this time we have 12. And we are going to break that into 2 parts. What parts are we breaking it into? We are going to separate out 3 of our columns. All right. So 1, 2, 3 columns. 3 columns. And then we're leaving 1 column of 3 over there by itself. So I still have 3 in each column, but now they're in separate parts here. So 3 and 3, and then 3 over there by itself. So in this first part, again, remember we're talking about columns in this problem. I have 1, 2, 3 columns of 3. Which means 3 plus 3 plus 3, which is 9. That is my first part. My second part has how many columns? It's just 1 column of 3. So I'm just going to write 1 column of 3, which is 3 plus nothing. When I put that together, these 3 and that 3, I still have 12. I haven't added any more tiles. I haven't taken any tiles away. I've just separated them. So we still have 12, but we have them in 2 parts, 9 and 3. Good. We only have 2 more. The last 2 are a little bit different. Use 9 square tiles to construct a rectangle with 3 rows. All right. So we're only going to use 9 of these. So I'm taking 3 of them away. We had 12. So that's 11, 10, 9 if we take those 3 away. So here's 9. I need 3 rows. So there's a row, there's a row, and there's a row. Can I put 2 in every row? I put 2 in every row, but that's only 6. I still have some left. So let's see if we have enough to put. We do. I'm going to put 3 in every row. So I have 3 rows of 3. And let's see what questions we have to answer. 3 rows of 3 equals 3 plus 3 is 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 rows of 3 equals 9. Remove 1 row. A row goes across, so I'm going to take this row away. How many squares are there now? There are 6. We had 9, and we're taking away 3, which equals 6. Or you could say we still have 3 plus 3, even though we lost one of those. So now we have 6 squares. So now this is our new array here. Now they want us to take a column away. Columns go up and down. So now we're going to take away one of these. If we take one column away from that rectangle, how many squares are there now? There's 4. We had 6, and when we took away a column had 2 in it. So we took 2 away from that 6, which leaves us with 4. Or we could look at our new repeated addition sentence and say 2 plus 2 equals 4. So now there are only 4 tiles. Going to do the same thing now with 14 tiles. We are going to make a rectangle with 14 tiles. This time, they don't tell us how many rows or columns, but they want us to use rows. All right? So when I know that I need to put them into rows, I am going to I'm first going to make sure I have 14. I don't think I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I get 8 on there? 8 rows. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 tiles. Okay, so I tried to put 2 in every row with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles, and I don't have enough. But if I take that one away from down there and put it here, then I do. So I have 14 tiles and I have them in rows. There's only 2 in each row. But I have them in rows. So let's see how many rows we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 rows. And we have 2 in each row. There are 7 rows. And there's 2 in each row. So what are we going to do with that array? Use 14 square tiles to construct a rectangle. We have our rectangle. There are how many rows of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of 2. And how many do we have altogether? 14. Now we're going to remove 1 row. I'm going to take that, move it away, take away that 2. Now how many do we have? We have 14 minus 2. So 14, take away 1 is 13, take away 2 is 12, or we could count by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So what we did was we took our repeated addition, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, that's 4, plus 2, that's 5. Let's add 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what we had to begin with. We had 7 2s. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And then we took away 1 of those 2s. Now we have 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is 6 groups of 2. 6 groups of 2 is 12. So we took away 1 row, and now we have 12 left. Remove 1 column. Oh, if we remove a column, now, the ones that go up and down, are we going to be taking away a group of 2? No. How many are we going to take away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We take away that column. So now we have 12 minus 6, or 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 minus 6, that's one of the doubles, isn't it? So if we take 1 column away, 12, we took away 6 from it, and now there are only 6 left. Good work, everybody. See you next time.